Dream 100 Business Show welcomes you to this episode wherein we explore how to keep the founder's mentality alive as the business scales and grows. Let me take an example now. Tell me what time you'll be available at the store. My team is there, sir. You can come anytime. But we want you to be there as your presence makes a lot of difference. Your team does a good job, but I want to see you there. How many business owners have been told this?
Hey, you are listening to Dream 100 Business Show podcast with Savita Hosamani. We at Dream 100 Business Show are on a mission to help business owners to move to the next level in their personal and business journey by helping them to make smarter decisions. In this show, we decode what goes on in the minds of successful business owners during challenging times and how they converted their dreams into profitable products or services.
Today, we are diving into the most critical yet overlooked aspects of scaling a business successfully, that is, the founder's mentality. When business grows, business owners face this challenge of keeping that initial spark alive, the same drive and focus that got them off the ground in the first place. And without that, growth can turn into a mindless expansion where the soul of the business gets lost. This is where the founder's mentality comes in. It's a concept which is being developed by Bain and Company that helps founders and leaders scale without losing their unique edge. So, what exactly is this founder's mentality that we have been talking about? Simply put, it's just a mindset, that is, a set of principles that founders represent, which guides their decision making, especially during growth. The founder's mentality revolves around three core ideas: having an insurgent mission, maintaining a frontline obsession, and acting with the owner's mindset. Now, we will be exploring each one of these and how we can implement it in our own business as the business scales. So, the first component of the founder's mentality is what we call as the insurgent mission. When most businesses start, they are not just into making money, they are there to make a difference, to solve a problem that no one else is tackling in the way this business is doing. So, this mission gives the business a purpose and direction, and it keeps them inspired. But as the business grows, this mission gets easily buried because of metrics, quarterly targets, and all the processes that are set up with to stay organized. So now, how can you keep that insurgent mission alive? So here are a few ideas. First, make sure you're regularly communicating the mission to your team. Revisit it, refine it if it is needed, but keep it at the forefront of everything you do. Another strategy is to align every major decision with your mission. Then your decision making process also becomes easier. Always ask yourself and your team, does this activity or does this action move us closer or far away from our mission? So, if the answer is far away, reconsider what you are doing. Now, let me look at an example. Patagonia is an outdoor clothing and gear company. They built the entire brand around a mission, that is to protect the environment. Even as they scaled, they have kept that sustainability at the core of their business by taking risks that align with that mission. Most of you might be aware of that famous Black Friday ad, which told customers, don't buy the jacket. Now that's dedication to an insurgent mission, isn't it? Now let's move on to the second part of the founder's mentality, that is the frontline obsession. Founders are very close to their customers. They know them by their names. They understand their needs and they are driven to solve their problems. This direct connection often fades as businesses grow and leaders start getting engaged in different activities farther away from the front line. So, to maintain this frontline obsession, please bear in mind the following two things. First, stay connected to your customers. Don't let layers of management or processes keep you away from understanding your customers' real experiences. And second, empower your frontline employees. They are the ones who know the customer best and they have real valuable insights. Create feedback loops so that frontline insights make it back to the decision maker. For instance, Jeff Bezos of Amazon has famously prioritized customer obsession over competitor focus, which has kept Amazon aligned with customer needs even as they have expanded globally. So, schedule regular customer feedback sessions or shadow your team as they interact with customers to stay grounded with their needs. Create a customer feedback channel where insights from the customers flow directly to decision makers. Now, let's move on to the third component, that is the owner's mindset. When you are a founder, you act with a sense of ownership and accountability that is hard to replicate in others. Though we say that the owners need to duplicate themselves, it's hard. Founders think about the long term value and take responsibility for outcomes even when things go hard and tough. As companies grow, this mindset somehow gets lost sometimes in lot of bureaucratic processes where employees are more concerned with following the procedures than creating value. So now how do you nurture an owner's mindset in your business? It starts with empowering your team to take decisions. Give them the autonomy to solve problems and the responsibility to own the outcomes. Netflix, for example, encourages employees to act in Netflix's best interest, giving them a strong sense of ownership in decision making and accountability. Minimize unnecessary processes that suffocate the initiatives and encourage result oriented kind of thinking. Always encourage accountability with clear goals and regular check ins, and celebrate team members who go above and beyond. Now, let us look at few challenges of maintaining the founder's mentality. As we discussed, maintaining the founder's mentality isn't easy, especially as business grows. Growth often brings bureaucracy, the need for new talent, and pressure for profit, all of which will pull away from these core principles. But here's the catch: the most successful companies are those that find ways to keep their insurgent mission, the frontline obsession, that is taking care, being in touch with your customers, and the owner's mindset strong, even with a larger structure in place. So consider setting up a founders council, a small group within your company which is responsible for keeping the founder's mentality alive as the business keeps scaling. You can also bring in workshops to discuss the founder's mentality with your team, or simply make a point of celebrating these actions that align with these principles. The key is to constantly reinforce the importance of these values in everything that you do. So, we hope that you have got an idea about the founder's mentality. By focusing on an insurgent mission, maintaining a frontline obsession, and nurturing a owner's mindset, you can scale your business without losing what made it unique in the first place. We urge every business owner to take a look at their business and see where they might have drifted from their core principles. Whether it's reconnecting with customers, refining your mission, or empowering your team, there's always a step you can take to bring the founder's mentality back into focus. So, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Dream 100 Business Show. If you found this helpful, make sure you subscribe and share it with other entrepreneurs who want to keep their businesses thriving and true to their vision. So, until next time, keep building, keep growing, and keep the dream alive. Thank you so much for being such a wonderful listener. And as usual, we are always waiting to hear from you. Thank you.